Hi all, welcome to another Seasons at Home video. In this video we are finally ready to assemble our lasagna. On my trays I have the pasta and I have some remnants of Parmesan cheese and I also have Gouda ready, and I have set up a little station with my lasagna dish, and I have two sauces, the white sauce and the red sauce. I'm going to heat up so that it's easily spreadable. And now that the red sauce is heated, I'm going to start assembling my lasagna. So while my pasta water is getting to a boil, I'm going to spread one layer of the red sauce to the bottom of the dish. I do this because it prevents the lasagna from sticking, and also the bottom layer of pasta doesn't really work really well if it's directly to the dish, so this just makes it way easier to move out, and we find it much tastier if we do it this way. Now I'm going to add 3 pieces of pasta per one layer of pasta, and I'm going to boil the pasta layer by layer. So I boil the first layer of pasta and then I add it to the top, and then I boil the second layer of pasta while I'm assembling the second layer, that is the white layer. I'm now going to sort of puzzle up together my first layer of pasta. Now I was thinking about doing it horizontally first, and then I realized that I actually cut my pasta in a different manner, and I should just put my pasta in that direction so that it's following the smaller side of the dish. And now the first layer of pasta I had to trim off simply because it was a bit too long, because my lasagna dish is actually tapered to the bottom, so the first layer is always a bit too big. Now I could have selected maybe the ones that were a bit smaller, but yeah. And as you can see, there's a little bit of pasta missing until the other side is completely, so that the layer is completely covered. So what I'm going to do is take the third layer and cut it in half, and then take this half and cover the red layer with this. I have the red layer, I have a layer of green pasta, and the next step is to add the bechamel sauce. So we layer our pasta probably a bit differently than some other people do, and that is, we do like a layer of red sauce, then pasta, then layer of bechamel topped with cheese, then layer of pasta, then layer of red sauce, and so on and so forth until the last layer is done. And then when my husband was happy with how much cheese I put, I topped it up with another layer of green pasta. And yeah, like I said, I cook layer by layer of pasta, because when we organized ourselves it was going quite fast, because as I would assemble the layer, my husband would put the pasta into the dish, and by the time that we would assemble the layer, the pasta would already be almost completely cooked. Pasta doesn't have to be totally cooked, and when you are cooking this fresh pasta, it will only take a minute or two for it to cook through, and for it to cook enough, even in case of gluten-free pasta, that you can very easily pick it up and put it inside your dish. So yeah, we did the other layers off camera so that we speed up the process slightly, and that my husband can help me with the assembly. And this is what they look like after a couple of layers have already been finished. And now we are adding the last layer of pasta. Now the pasta doesn't have to overlap or be perfectly covering the entire layer, because the pasta will still grow a bit as it cooks. And for the last layer, I always save enough bechamel because our last layer is always the white layer. So we put bechamel atop and then we covered it with huge amount of cheese. You can substitute the Gouda and the Parmesan in other layers with ricotta or maybe even like a fresh cheese. But I would not omit the bechamel even in that case, because we've come to realize that we really like to have bechamel in the pasta in all of the white layers. The cheese can be adjusted. And the last layer of lasagna is always topped up with Gouda cheese. We have decided that this is the best version for us. It may not be to your liking, so choose a cheese that you like to eat, that will provide you that golden crust and that is easily meltable. And that's it. We just let it cool down a bit, and then after some 15 minutes or so, I just added the top, because this casserole dish actually has a top, so I don't need to use a foil on anything, and then we put it into the fridge until the Christmas day and when we want to bake it. And we bake our lasagna at 200 degrees Celsius for around 40 to 45 minutes or until they're golden brown. Let them cool after taking them out of the oven for 20 minutes so that you don't burn your tongue, and enjoy. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Take care, bye bye!